This is your daily tarot and guidance reading. My name is TJ and today is March 23rd, 2022. This is a pick-a-card style reading and we will be using two different decks. We have an Angel Oracle deck and a Smith White Tarot. There are three different groups here and each group is represented by a different stone. The first reading is represented by the Moonstone. The second reading is represented by the Labradorite. And the third reading is represented by the Rose Quartz. If you would like, you can certainly pause the video to see and feel which grouping resonates with you, or you can go into the description box below and click on your timestamp. Let's get started with the Moonstone. Your Angel Oracle card is Heart Chakra, and here you have an angel who has a set of stairs beyond them, and it says, "Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart, as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance." So what's going on with your heart? What's going on with your emotional realm here? Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and this is a card of Samuel Tarly from the Game of Thrones series, stealing his family's sword because it's made of a special material. He's able to use his wits to think ahead of the game, and eventually, later on in the series, because he had this sword, he was able to do such wonderful things. Now, you also have the Queen of Cups in reverse, too. And here there's an illustration of Sansa Stark, and there's a cup beyond her, and she's looking very contemplative. Oh, and that thud was my cat. So, Moonstone group, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps your heart is weary. Perhaps you've been under a lot of stress, a lot of challenges. Oh, there he goes, thud again. Perhaps you've just had a lot of things happening in your emotional sphere that are taking its toll, and you're starting to feel quite taxed. Today you're being encouraged, if you can, maybe play hooky from work, maybe ease up on your responsibilities. If you are in a situation where you have particular things that you have to complete, maybe you've already completed them, so you're able to give the appearance that you're still at your desk or whatever it is, and or maybe you're able to bring some work home, so that way you can say, "Oh, I'm working on it at home," when in fact you're getting some rest. I'm really getting the indication today that you need to focus inward. You see, the Queen of Cups, when she's in the upright position, is very nurturing. She's very giving. But when we see her in the reverse position, we need to remind ourselves to look inward and to also nourish ourselves as we like to nourish others. So in summary, again, Moonstone group, I'm getting the indication today that your heart has been under a lot of strain, a lot of stress. Maybe you've just had a lot going on, and it's time. Today you're being encouraged to sneak away, if you can. Try to sneak away from whatever it is that takes up a lot of your time, so that way you can nourish your own spirit. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then, well, give me a like, subscribe, come back for more, and I hope to see you for tomorrow's reading. Let's move on to the Labradorite group. Your stone is your Angel Oracle card is Creative Project, and here you have a person, and they're playing the harpsichord, and they have two angels who are beside them and guiding their mind space, guiding their physical hands, comforting them, helping them relax. And this card says, "Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expressions make you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life." So what are you creatively inclined towards? Are you a dancer? Are you a singer? Are you a sculptor? Are you a painter? How do you express yourself in the creative realm? Okay, so you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and here you have, this is Jon Snow's sword. He got this from Mormont. For those of you who watch the Game of Thrones series, this is a Game of Thrones deck. And you also have the Six of Coins in reverse, and this card is Varys the Spider, and he's literally giving coins. He was donating it to somebody on the street, but this is in reverse. So you see, when the Ace of Swords is in reverse, things that we are hoping for haven't happened yet. Maybe there's been delays. Maybe we're starting to feel discouraged. You're being encouraged not to, because it will turn around quite quickly. If you're experiencing sort of lag, some sort of lack of inspiration, this will subside. Now you have this in combination with the Six of Coins, and the Six of Coins is, money coming out as quickly as it comes in, being subject to theft, being subject to debt. I'm getting the indication today, Labradorite group, that there's a creative project that you're working on, and perhaps you are not seeing the headway in which you had projected. Perhaps you, at this point, because it hasn't come through, you might need to invest more money into the creative project. And in doing so, you might see a return. So maybe you were on the fence about, I don't know, buying a certain type of pigmented paint, and maybe it costs a few dollars more. Everything costs a bit more these days, huh? You know, today that could be happening. But the thing is that even if you do make this investment, and even if it seems like you're just spending money left, right, and center, there's a good chance you're going to get the return. And this run of bad luck, this stagnation, this blockage, it will subside, and it will subside quickly. Again, this is the card of, you know, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, but it is happening, and your creative project isn't for naught. You're aligning yourself with the universe, and your investment will eventually work out. It will eventually pay off, but you might not see the results right away. If you enjoyed this reading, give me a like, subscribe, come back for more. I do this on a daily basis. And I hope to see you for tomorrow's reading. Take care. Let's move on to the last reading, and that's represented by the Rose Quartz group. Your angel oracle card is change in direction, and here you have two or three angels, depending on your perspective. There's an infant and a young one, and the young one is also reading a map with a stork. The stork is wearing glasses with no arms. That's pretty cool. So this card says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. What are you pouring love into? What is going to change for the better for you right now? So, Rose Quartz group, you have the Nine of Spears, and this is the card of working your bottom off, working to exhaustion, craving to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Literally wearing yourself out physically, emotionally, spiritually. And here you have an illustration for those of you who are Game of Thrones fans of Jon Snow. And at this point, this is the Battle of the Bastards. And he's facing the Bolton army, and there are many of his own fellow soldiers along his side. This is before Sansa, his sister, comes in to rescue him. Now you see, even though we know he's going to win the battle, I don't think this is a spoiler at this point. He does win the battle. At this point, he's literally exhausted. They have been fighting in the mud. They've been tugging. They've been toiling. They've been using energy that they didn't even know that they had. And here you have the Knight of Coins, and it's an illustration of Brienne of Tarth. And she is loyal. She is committed. She is consistent, and that is also the meaning of the Knight of Coins, but also heralding news. So, Rose Quartz group, I'm getting the indication today that you're going to receive some sort of news, a very clear sign, one that might be of a financial nature. That's something that you had been putting a lot of effort into, something that has been taking a lot of your physical, mental, and emotional space is going to start really working in your favor. The nice thing about the Knight of Coins card is it also shows steady progress. So perhaps you had been consistently investing into something, and even at times it felt like it was hard to make that investment, but you consistently did it. You're going to see the results and the returns of that. Maybe if this is in regards to relationship, perhaps you and a partner were at loggerheads and you were putting in a lot of effort to change things. Today you might receive an indication that, you know what, things are starting to go in a more forward direction, and maybe you'll see a financial investment on their part as an indication of that. Well, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next reading.